The Power of Positivity, Transforming Challenges into Opportunities. Written and published by United Sports. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle is not always intelligence, talent, or luck. It is perspective. The way you choose to see the world, the meaning you assign to your experiences, and the mindset you embrace determine your success, your happiness, and your ability to overcome obstacles. Two people can face the exact same challenge. One sees it as a dead end, the other as a stepping stone. One feels defeated, the other feels determined. This is the power of perspective. And today, you are going to learn how shifting your perspective can transform your challenges into opportunities. Life does not happen to you. It happens for you. Every situation, whether good or bad, carries a lesson, an opportunity, and a hidden advantage. But only those who have trained their minds to see beyond the surface can recognize it. A setback is not a punishment. It is a redirection. A failure is not an endpoint. It is a new beginning. The difference between frustration and motivation, between despair and hope, lies in your ability to reframe situations in a way that serves you. This is why two people can go through the same storm. One comes out stronger, while the other remains broken. Perspective is everything. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly see obstacles, you will find reasons to quit. If you choose to see possibilities, you will find a way forward. The human mind is powerful, but it follows your lead. When you focus on limitations, your mind closes doors. When you focus on opportunities, your mind opens new paths. This is not about blind optimism or ignoring reality. It is about controlling how you respond to it. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you interpret it. Think about the most successful individuals in history. They all faced difficulties, rejection, and failure. But what set them apart was their ability to see beyond their struggles. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, but he never saw failure, he saw progress. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television, but she saw it as a challenge to prove herself. Walt Disney was rejected for lacking imagination, but he turned his vision into a reality. The circumstances did not define them, their perspective did. And the same applies to you. A person with a negative perspective sees every difficulty as a reason to stop. They believe life is unfair, and they focus on what they lack. But a person with a positive perspective sees every challenge as a lesson. They understand that struggles are temporary, but growth is permanent. They embrace obstacles as opportunities to improve. They know that every failure, every delay, every hardship is preparing them for something greater. This is why your perspective is your greatest asset. If you see yourself as a victim of life, you will remain stuck. But if you see yourself as a warrior, capable of adapting, learning, and growing, nothing can break you. Hardships will come, but they will not defeat you. Failures will happen, but they will not define you. You will rise again and again because you have trained yourself to see setbacks as setups for comebacks. But how do you develop this perspective? It starts with awareness. Become aware of your thoughts, your self-talk, and the way you interpret situations. The moment you catch yourself thinking, "This is impossible," replace it with, "What can I learn from this?" When you find yourself saying, "I can't do this," shift it to, "I can figure this out." Small changes in the way you speak to yourself will create massive shifts in how you experience life. Surround yourself with people who have the mindset you want. If you're around those who complain, blame, and make excuses, you will absorb their negativity. But if you surround yourself with people who see opportunities, who find solutions, who keep moving forward no matter what, you will start to think like them. Your environment influences your perspective, so choose it wisely. Most importantly, practice gratitude. No matter how difficult life gets, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. It transforms problems into lessons and setbacks into stepping stones. When you train yourself to see the good in every situation, even the hardest days become manageable. The power of perspective is not just about positive thinking. It is about mental strength. It is about choosing to see every experience, every challenge, and every setback as something that is working in your favor. You are not a victim of life. You are in control of how you respond to it. In the moment you change your perspective, you change your life. This is just the beginning. In the next part, we will dive deeper into how embracing challenges can lead to unstoppable growth. But before we continue, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to United Sports for more life-changing content. Stay with us. Your transformation has just begun. Embracing challenges as growth opportunities. Every great success story is built on a foundation of challenges. Struggles are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck is not the absence of obstacles, but the ability to embrace them as opportunities for growth. Most people fear challenges because they associate them with pain, failure, and discomfort. But the truth is, growth only happens when you step outside your comfort zone. The moment you shift your mindset from avoiding difficulties to welcoming them as stepping stones, you unlock a level of strength you never knew existed. Challenges are life's way of testing you. They ask you, how badly do you want this? Are you willing to push through? Will you let this define you or refine you? Most people give up at the first sign of struggle because they believe hardship is a sign to stop. But the strongest individuals understand that difficulties are not roadblocks. They are tests of perseverance. Every time you face an obstacle, you are given a choice, to quit or to rise. And every time you choose to rise, you become stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable. The greatest lessons in life do not come from comfort. They come from adversity. If you look back at the moments that changed you, you will notice they were not the easy times. They were the struggles, the heartbreak, the failure, the disappointment. These were the moments that forced you to grow. Challenges are life's greatest teachers. They push you to discover your true potential, to find solutions, to develop resilience. Without struggles, you remain the same. But with them, you evolve into someone greater. Look at any successful person in history. They did not become great because life was easy. They became great because they refused to let challenges stop them. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but he used it as fuel to become the greatest. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company, only to return and revolutionize technology. They all had one thing in common: they did not run from challenges. They embraced them. They saw setbacks as setups for comebacks. When you face difficulties, your first reaction might be frustration, fear, or doubt. But instead of seeing problems as barriers, start seeing them as opportunities to grow. Every challenge forces you to think differently, to work harder, to develop new skills. It stretches your mind, tests your patience, and strengthens your character. The more you overcome, the more confidence you build. Every battle you fight and win adds another layer of mental toughness. Eventually, the things that once scared you will become the things that empower you. People often say they want success, but they fear struggle. They want the rewards, but not the sacrifices. But here's the truth: success and struggle are two sides of the same coin. You cannot have one without the other. If you want to be stronger, you must lift heavier weights. If you want to be wiser, you must face challenges that test your thinking. If you want to achieve more, you must be willing to endure discomfort. Growth is not given. It is earned through hardship, persistence, and resilience. When things get tough, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this teaching me?" This one simple shift in perspective changes everything. Challenges are not happening to you. They are happening for you. They are molding you into the person you are meant to become. The struggles you face today are the very things that will prepare you for the success of tomorrow. The key is to keep going, even when it feels impossible. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for life to get easier before they take action. But the truth is, life does not get easier. You just get stronger. You learn to handle pressure. You develop problem-solving skills. You build resilience. The things that once felt overwhelming become minor inconveniences. And with each challenge you conquer, you prepare yourself for even greater achievements. Remember, you are not alone in your struggles. Every successful person has faced failure, rejection, and hardship. The difference is they did not let those moments define them. They used them as fuel. They turned pain into purpose, setbacks into stepping stones. You have that same power within you. The only thing stopping you from reaching your next level is your willingness to embrace challenges rather than run from them. Success is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about mastering them. It is about understanding that every challenge is an invitation to rise higher. It is about knowing that struggle is temporary, but growth is permanent. Your challenges are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. So the next time you face an obstacle, do not fear it. Face it with strength. Face it with confidence. Face it knowing that every challenge brings with it a lesson, a blessing, and a path to something greater. The role of gratitude and positivity. Gratitude is not just a polite gesture or a simple thank you. It is a powerful mindset that can shift the entire direction of your life. When life gets difficult, the natural response is to focus on problems, disappointments, and what is missing. But this focus only amplifies negativity. Gratitude, on the other hand, redirects your mind toward what is present, what is working, and what is still possible. It transforms your perspective, turning struggles into lessons and hardships into stepping stones. When you master the habit of gratitude, you unlock a level of peace and resilience that no challenge can shake. The mind is wired to focus on what is lacking, what is wrong, and what could go badly. This survival instinct kept our ancestors alive, but in modern life, it often creates unnecessary stress and negativity. Gratitude rewires this instinct. It trains your brain to see the good in every situation, no matter how small. When you make gratitude a daily habit, you begin to notice opportunities where others see obstacles. You find strength in places you never thought to look. And most importantly, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. Your emotions follow your focus. If you focus on problems, you feel overwhelmed. If you focus on losses, you feel defeated. But if you focus on what you have, no matter how small, you feel empowered. A person who practices gratitude does not ignore challenges. They simply refuse to let those challenges define their entire reality. They acknowledge struggles, but they also recognize blessings. They accept setbacks, but they also see progress. This balance creates emotional strength, allowing them to move forward with confidence. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big. Sometimes, the smallest things hold the most power. A good conversation, a warm meal, a moment of laughter, these are all reasons to be grateful. Over time, this practice trains your brain to focus on the good, even when life is challenging. And the more you focus on the good, the more good you will start to see. Gratitude also changes the way you view failure. Instead of seeing failure as a punishment, you begin to see it as a lesson. Instead of feeling bitter about rejection, you appreciate the redirection. Every no you receive pushes you closer to the right yes. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. When you approach life with gratitude, you stop seeing setbacks as signs to quit and start seeing them as signs to grow. This shift in perspective makes you unstoppable. The people around you are deeply affected by your energy. A grateful person spreads positivity effortlessly. They uplift others, they bring encouragement, and they inspire change. But a person who always complains, who always focuses on what is missing, drains energy from themselves and those around them. Gratitude does not just improve your life, it improves the lives of everyone you interact with. It creates a ripple effect, influencing your family, your friends, and even strangers. Many people believe they need to wait for something big to happen before they feel grateful. But this is the wrong approach. Gratitude is not a reward, it is a choice. You do not wait for happiness to be grateful. You become grateful, and then happiness follows. The person who learns to be thankful for little things will always feel fulfilled. The person who constantly waits for something bigger will never feel enough. Gratitude is what turns not enough into more than enough. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring pain. Life will always have struggles. There will be losses, disappointments, and moments of doubt. But gratitude gives you the strength to endure those moments. It reminds you that no matter how dark a day may seem, there is still light somewhere. It may be in the form of a lesson, a new opportunity, or simply the fact that you have survived another day to keep fighting. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it gives pain a purpose. When you start looking at life through the lens of gratitude, you develop an unshakable mindset. You stop being controlled by external circumstances and start taking control of your inner world. Even in the most challenging situations, you can find something to be grateful for, a lesson, a new perspective, or simply the opportunity to grow. This does not mean you ignore difficulties, but rather that you refuse to let difficulties take away your power. Success and happiness are not found in having more, but in appreciating what you already have. Some of the happiest people in the world have the least, and some of the most miserable people have everything. The difference is not wealth, status, or possessions, it is perspective. A grateful person sees abundance everywhere, while an ungrateful person sees lack even in the midst of plenty. The moment you start practicing gratitude, you shift your reality from one of scarcity to one of endless possibilities. Your journey toward positivity is not about avoiding hardships but about mastering how you respond to them. Gratitude is the foundation of this mastery. It keeps you grounded, focused, and emotionally strong. It turns every challenge into a teacher, every failure into feedback, and every moment into an opportunity to grow. The power of positivity begins with gratitude. The more you cultivate it, the more unstoppable you become. Now that you understand the role of gratitude in building a positive mindset, it is time to take the next step. In the upcoming section, we will explore how to overcome negative thoughts and self-doubt, because true positivity is not just about feeling good, but about conquering the inner battles that hold you back. Overcoming negative thoughts and self-doubt. Negative thoughts are like invisible chains that hold people back from their true potential. They creep into the mind, whispering doubts, fears, and limitations, convincing people that they are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. These thoughts are not facts. They are illusions created by fear. The truth is, the only thing standing between a person and their success is their belief in themselves. The battle is never against the world. It is always within the mind. In the moment a person learns to control their thoughts, they unlock a power greater than any obstacle they will ever face. Self-doubt is the silent enemy that kills dreams before they even have the chance to grow. It stops people from taking action, from trying new things, from stepping outside their comfort zone. It makes them believe that failure is a reflection of their worth when in reality, failure is just a stepping stone to greatness. Every successful person has faced self-doubt, but what separates them from the rest is that they refuse to listen to it. They took action despite their fears, proving to themselves that they were capable, one step at a time. The mind is a battlefield, and the thoughts a person chooses to entertain determine whether they win or lose. If they constantly feed themselves negativity, they will attract negativity. If they constantly doubt themselves, they will find reasons to stay stuck. But if they learn to challenge their negative thoughts, to replace them with empowering beliefs, everything begins to change. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," they must say, "I am learning how to do this." Instead of thinking, "I am not good enough," they must remind themselves, "I am improving every day." Words have power, and the words people tell themselves shape their reality. Most negative thoughts are not even real. They are just fears disguised as truth. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of not being enough. But fears only have power when they are believed. The key is to question them. What if I fail? Is a question driven by fear. But what if I succeed? Is a question driven by possibility. What if people judge me? Focuses on others. But what if I inspire others by taking action? Focuses on impact. The questions people ask themselves shape their mindset, and a strong mindset is built on empowering questions. It is impossible to live a positive life with a negative mind. The brain naturally looks for danger. It is wired for survival. But just like a muscle, it can be trained. The more a person focuses on what they can control, on what is going right, on what is possible, the stronger their mind becomes. This does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to direct energy towards solutions instead of dwelling on what cannot be changed. A person cannot always control what happens, but they can always control how they respond. One of the biggest causes of negative thinking is comparison. When people constantly compare their lives, their progress, or their abilities to others, they will always find a reason to feel inadequate. But the truth is, everyone is on their own journey. No one started as an expert. No one became successful overnight. The only comparison that matters is the one with the person in the mirror. Are they better than they were yesterday? Are they learning, growing, improving? That is all that matters. The way to silence negative thoughts is through action. Overthinking creates problems that do not even exist. But when a person takes action, their fears begin to disappear. Confidence is built through experience, not through waiting. Every small step, every small achievement, every small win adds up. And as momentum builds, self-doubt begins to fade. The key is to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment does not exist. The only way to change a situation is to take the first step, no matter how small. Surroundings play a major role in shaping thoughts. If a person is constantly around negativity, they will absorb it. If they are constantly around doubt, they will start doubting themselves. But when they surround themselves with people who uplift them, encourage them, and believe in them, their mindset shifts. The right environment fuels confidence. The wrong environment fuels insecurity. That is why it is important to choose wisely who a person listens to, who they spend time with, what they read, and what they consume mentally. Gratitude is one of the most powerful weapons against negativity. When the mind focuses on what is wrong, life feels heavy. But when the mind focuses on what is right, life becomes lighter. No matter how difficult things may seem, there is always something to be grateful for. A simple shift in focus from what is missing to what is present can completely change the way a person feels. Gratitude rewires the brain, making it harder for negativity to take control. And the more gratitude is practiced, the easier it becomes to see the good, even in difficult times. Self-doubt and negative thinking will always try to return. They are part of the human experience. But the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. Winners do not let those thoughts control them. They acknowledge them, but they do not believe them. They feel fear, but they do not let it stop them. They understand that thoughts are just thoughts, and they have the power to choose which ones to accept and which ones to let go. At the end of the day, overcoming negative thoughts is about taking control. It is about recognizing that the mind can be trained, that fear can be challenged, and that self-doubt can be silenced. The journey to a positive life starts from within, and every step taken in the right direction builds momentum. The stronger the mind becomes, the less power negativity has. And once a person masters their thoughts, they master their life. In the next part, we will explore the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences and how the people around you shape your mindset. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to United Sports for more powerful insights. Your journey to transformation continues. Surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you surround yourself with shape your thoughts, your mindset, and ultimately, your future. If you spend time with those who complain, doubt, and spread negativity, their energy will slowly become yours. But if you surround yourself with individuals who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow, their mindset will influence you in ways you never imagined. Positivity is contagious, but so is negativity. The question is, which one are you allowing into your life? Your environment has a direct impact on your success and happiness. A single negative person can drain your energy, fill your mind with doubts, and pull you away from your goals. On the other hand, a single positive person can reignite your passion, remind you of your strengths, and push you toward greatness. This is why successful people are intentional about who they allow into their circle. They do not waste time with those who discourage them, they seek those who inspire them. Look at your closest relationships. Are the people around you pushing you forward or holding you back? Do they celebrate your success, or do they envy it? Do they encourage you to take risks and grow, or do they make you question your abilities? The answers to these questions will reveal whether your environment is fueling your progress or sabotaging it. You must have the courage to distance yourself from those who drain your energy, even if it is difficult. Positivity is not just about avoiding negative people. It is also about finding and cultivating relationships with those who bring out the best in you. Seek mentors, friends, and communities that share your vision, your values, and your desire to grow. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, even when you doubt yourself, you begin to see possibilities instead of obstacles. Their faith in you strengthens your own. Their resilience becomes a source of motivation. Some of the most successful individuals in the world credit their achievements to the people they surrounded themselves with. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak pushed each other to create something revolutionary. Serena Williams had a sister who motivated her to be the best. Elon Musk surrounds himself with people who challenge him to think beyond limits. No one succeeds alone. The right influences can turn an ordinary person into an extraordinary one. But surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just about people. It is also about what you consume daily. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the videos you watch, and the social media accounts you follow all shape your mindset. If you constantly consume negativity, gossip, and fear-driven content, it will affect your perspective. But if you fill your mind with inspiration, knowledge, and success-driven messages, your thinking will change, and so will your life. The key to transformation is consistency. A single conversation with a positive person can motivate you for a moment, but surrounding yourself with positivity every day will change you permanently. Your brain rewires itself based on what you expose it to. If you make positivity a daily habit, through the people you interact with and the content you consume, you will naturally develop an unstoppable mindset. This does not mean you should ignore challenges or pretend problems do not exist. It means choosing to focus on solutions instead of obstacles. It means finding people who remind you of your potential instead of your limitations. It means creating an environment where growth is the standard, not the exception. And it all starts with a decision to choose positivity over negativity, progress over excuses, and empowerment over doubt. Letting go of negative influences is not always easy. It may mean walking away from friendships that no longer serve you. It may mean limiting contact with family members who constantly criticize you. It may even mean changing your habits and routines to remove toxic influences. But the moment you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being, you will realize that protecting your peace is worth far more than pleasing others. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just about feeling good. It is about setting yourself up for success. The right people and the right environment will elevate you, challenge you, and push you to reach your full potential. They will remind you that every obstacle is an opportunity and that you have the power to overcome anything. With the right support system, your journey to success will no longer feel like a struggle. It will feel like a mission you were born to accomplish. Everything in your life is a reflection of what you allow. If you want better results, start by creating a better environment. Choose wisely who and what you give your energy to. Because in the end, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the influences around you. In the next part, we will uncover how failures can become stepping stones toward your greatest achievements. Turning failures into stepping stones. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every great achievement in history is built upon a foundation of failures, mistakes, and setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is how they respond to failure. Some see it as a sign to stop, while others see it as a lesson to learn. Failure is never final unless you accept it as defeat. It is a teacher, a guide, and a necessary step in the journey toward success. The sooner you embrace failure as a stepping stone, the faster you will rise. When a child learns to walk, they fall repeatedly. But do they stop? No. They get up, they try again, and eventually, they succeed. Adults, however, often lose this resilience. The moment they fail, they start doubting themselves. They see failure as proof that they are not capable. But the truth is, failure is proof that they are trying, learning, and moving forward. Without failure, there can be no growth. If you have never failed, it means you have never stepped out of your comfort zone. Many people fear failure so much that they never take risks. They avoid challenges, stay in their safe zones, and never push themselves beyond what is familiar. But what they don't realize is that avoiding failure is the biggest failure of all. Growth only happens when you step into the unknown, when you attempt things that might not work, and when you push yourself beyond your limits. If you are not failing, you are not growing. If you are not making mistakes, you are not evolving. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than the average person has even tried. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before becoming one of the best-selling authors in history. These individuals did not let failure define them, they let it refine them. They used failure as fuel, as motivation to get better, to improve, and to push harder. They understood that failure is not an end, it is a beginning. When you fail, do not ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "What is this teaching me?" Every failure carries a lesson, a hidden advantage, and an opportunity to grow stronger. If you fail and learn nothing from it, that is the real loss. But if you extract wisdom, if you analyze what went wrong, and if you use that knowledge to improve, then failure becomes a gift. Every setback prepares you for a greater comeback. Every mistake sharpens your skills. Every disappointment strengthens your resilience. The key is to separate failure from identity. Failing at something does not mean you are a failure. It simply means you are in the process of succeeding. Too many people take failure personally. They let one mistake define their entire self-worth. But the truth is, failure is just an event, not a reflection of who you are. The greatest achievers understand this. They detach their self-esteem from their mistakes and focus on learning, adapting, and growing. One of the most powerful ways to turn failure into a stepping stone is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a loss, see it as feedback. Instead of feeling embarrassed by mistakes, feel empowered by the lessons they bring. When something doesn't work out, it simply means there is a better way, a smarter strategy, or a new approach waiting for you. Every failed attempt brings you one step closer to the right solution. The only real failure is giving up. Resilience is the ability to keep going despite failure. It is the mindset that says, "I will rise again." If you look at any champion, any innovator, any leader, you will find resilience at their core. They have faced rejection, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But they did not quit. They adjusted, they persevered, and they turned failure into fuel. This is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck. Resilience is built through failure. The more you face challenges head-on, the stronger you become. Turning failure into a stepping stone also requires patience. Success is not an overnight process. It is a journey filled with ups and downs, victories and defeats, breakthroughs and setbacks. The problem is, most people only see the highlights of others' success. They see the achievements, the wins, and the glory, but they don't see the struggles, the late nights, and the sacrifices. Every great success story has a backstory of failures. If you want to succeed, you must be willing to go through the process. Failure humbles you, refines you, and prepares you for the next level. It removes arrogance, builds character, and teaches you the value of perseverance. Without failure, success has no meaning. Without struggle, victory has no depth. The challenges you face today are shaping the person you are becoming. The obstacles in your path are forging your strength, your wisdom, and your ability to handle even greater success in the future. Embrace the process. The power of turning failure into a stepping stone is in your hands. You can choose to let failure break you, or you can use it to build yourself up. You can choose to let mistakes define you, or you can let them guide you. Every failure carries a lesson. Every setback hides an opportunity. And every time you fall, you have the chance to rise even stronger. Your journey is not about avoiding failure. It is about mastering the art of rising again and again. As we move forward, we will explore how to build a lasting positive mindset that transforms challenges into lifelong opportunities. But before we continue, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to United Sports for more life-changing content. Stay with us. Your transformation is just beginning. Creating a positive mindset for life. A positive mindset is not something you are born with. It is something you build, strengthen, and protect every single day. It is not about ignoring reality or pretending that life is easy. It is about training your mind to see solutions instead of problems, to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, and to believe in growth even when faced with setbacks. The most successful and fulfilled people in the world have mastered this mindset, not because their lives are easier, but because they refuse to let negativity control them. Your thoughts are the foundation of your life. What you think repeatedly becomes what you believe. What you believe shapes your decisions, and your decisions create your reality. If you allow negativity to take over your mind, your life will reflect it. If you fill your mind with empowering beliefs, your actions will follow. A positive mindset is not about being happy all the time. It is about being mentally strong enough to overcome difficulties with the right attitude. Every situation in life offers two choices: to see it as an obstacle or to see it as an opportunity. People with a negative mindset focus on what is going wrong. They complain, they blame, they feel powerless. But people with a positive mindset focus on what they can learn, how they can adapt, and what they can control. When faced with failure, they see it as feedback, not defeat. When faced with rejection, they see it as redirection, not failure. This shift in thinking is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. The people you surround yourself with will either strengthen or weaken your mindset. If you constantly listen to negativity, criticism, and fear-based thinking, your mind will absorb it. If you spend time with those who believe in possibilities, who encourage growth, and who push you to be better, you will naturally develop a stronger mindset. Choose your environment wisely because your mind is shaped by what it is exposed to. If you want to stay positive, protect your mental space from toxic influences. One of the most powerful tools for maintaining a positive mindset is gratitude. When you train yourself to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your entire perspective shifts. Even in difficult times, there is always something to appreciate, a lesson learned, a small victory, or even the strength to keep going. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek the good in every situation, and the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Your inner dialogue plays a massive role in shaping your mindset. Every single day, you are talking to yourself, either lifting yourself up or tearing yourself down. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable, you are programming your mind for failure. But if you remind yourself that you are resilient, that you are capable, and that every challenge is making you stronger, your mindset will transform. The words you say to yourself matter more than anything anyone else can say to you. Challenges will come. This is a fact of life. But your mindset determines whether you see them as roadblocks or stepping stones. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop fearing difficulties. Instead, you welcome them as opportunities to become better. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" But instead, "What is this trying to teach me?" This single shift in perspective will change the way you handle adversity forever. Taking care of your body is just as important as taking care of your mind. A strong body supports a strong mind. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and proper sleep all contribute to your mental well-being. When you feel good physically, it is easier to maintain a positive outlook. Neglecting your physical health leads to fatigue, stress, and negative emotions. A balanced lifestyle is a crucial part of sustaining a positive mindset. Another key to long-term positivity is staying focused on your purpose. People who have a clear sense of direction in life are more resilient because they have something to work towards. When you have a strong why, the obstacles along the way become easier to handle. Your purpose gives you energy, motivation, and a reason to keep going, even when things get tough. If you do not yet know your purpose, start by exploring your passions, values, and strengths. The more aligned you are with what truly matters to you, the stronger your mindset becomes. The way you start and end your day affects your overall mindset. If you begin your morning with stress, negativity, and distractions, your day will follow the same pattern. But if you start with positive habits, such as reading something inspiring, practicing gratitude, or setting clear intentions, you set the tone for a successful day. The same applies to the evening. Ending your day with reflection and gratitude instead of worry and frustration helps you reset your mind for the next day. Small daily habits compound over time and shape the way you think. Developing a positive mindset is a lifelong journey. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and discipline. There will be days when negativity tries to take over. There will be moments when fear and doubt creep in. But the key is to recognize them, challenge them, and replace them with thoughts that empower you. The more you train your mind, the stronger it becomes. Just like building a muscle, a positive mindset grows with practice. This is not just about thinking positively, it is about creating a way of life that supports success, growth, and fulfillment. You have the power to shape your mind, and by doing so, you shape your future. Your perspective determines your reality, and your mindset dictates your success. Choose to see the good, focus on solutions, and believe in your ability to overcome any challenge. If you can master your mind, you can master your life. If this video inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to United Sports for more content that will help you grow, transform, and reach your full potential. This is your journey, and your mindset is the key to unlocking limitless possibilities. Keep pushing forward, stay positive, and remember, you are in control of your future.